Hello, everybody, and welcome to my presentation on bridging leadership theory and organizational application. My name is Michael Lambert Jr., and today I'm presenting an in-depth analysis of 5 major leadership theories and approaches that I believe best reflect the needs of contemporary organizations. We're going to explore their characteristics, strengths, challenges, and real-world application across diverse industries. So stay tuned. Over the next few minutes, we'll review the top 5 leadership approaches selected for their relevance, flexibility, and practical impact in today's complex work environments. Each theory will be analyzed through 4 key lenses: its defining traits, the value it brings, the potential drawbacks, and the environments where it works best. So, let's begin by reviewing the 5 styles chosen. The 5 styles of leadership chosen are servant leadership, transformational leadership, authentic leadership, ethical leadership, and adaptive leadership. These 5 approaches are selected due to their proven track records, the flexibility, and the alignment with ethical and strategic goals. Each offers unique insights into how leaders can influence, guide, and elevate their teams, depending on the context. So, now let's dive into each of these into more detail. So first up, we have servant leadership. This concept was popularized by Robert Greenleaf. This shifts the traditional hierarchy by putting the needs of the followers first. Leaders listen actively, they empower others, and they aim to serve rather than command. This approach is particularly effective in healthcare, where compassion and patient outcomes are intertwined with staff well-being. However, this model can be seen as slow or indecisive in fast-paced industries. Still though, its impact on morale and trust is profound. Next up, we have transformational leadership, first introduced by James McGregor Burns, and then later expanded by Bernard Bass. This involves motivating teams through vision and innovation. Leaders in this category are change agents who challenge the status quo. In the tech world, transformational leadership is invaluable for fostering innovation and adaptability. However, it demands emotional energy and can lead to burnout or neglect of operational details. Still, its success in organizations like Google cannot be overstated. Next up, we have authentic leadership, which focuses on genuineness and integrity. According to Walumba, authentic leaders are transparent, self-aware, and they're guided by their values. This fosters strong relationships and trust in environments such as schools. The downside, however, it demands emotional labor and can be seen as vulnerable. Still, though, its ability to foster loyalty and resilience in teams makes it invaluable in emotionally challenged workplaces. Fourth on the list, we have ethical leadership, which emphasizes morality, fairness, and ethical conduct. Leaders model behavior and hold others accountable. In sectors like finance or law enforcement, where public trust is critical, this style safeguards integrity. Yet, these leaders may struggle in toxic cultures resistant to transparency. Nonetheless, Brown and Trevino argue that ethical leadership sets the tone for institutional trust and long-term stability. Fifth, and lastly, we have adaptive leadership, which is brought to us by Heifetz and his colleagues. This style of leadership is ideal for navigating complexity and change. It encourages experimentation and distributed leadership. In dynamic sectors like design, marketing, or crisis response, adaptive leaders thrive. However, the lack of rigid structure can lead to confusion or resistance. Still, though, This style prepares organizations for resilience and evolution. The matrix here somewhat showcases a SWOT analysis. First of all, with the servant approach, we have empathy, trust, and collaboration as a strength, but we may be perceived as passive. The ideal industries for this one is healthcare and nonprofits. Secondly, we have a transformational leadership approach. The strengths of this is to be a visionary or innovative. Challenges with this, we risk burning out. The ideal industries for this, tech startups such as Apple, and think of Steve Jobs. He was always transforming and innovating the industry. Third up, we have the authentic leadership. This one, the strengths, ethical and transparent. But it is emotionally demanding. An ideal industry is education. Fourthly, we have the ethical leadership. The strength of this is integrity and accountability. The challenges of such, we may have a pushback in toxic cultures. An ethical leadership is ideal in law enforcement or finance. And lastly, we have the adaptive leadership. The strengths are flexibility and resilience. However, the challenges, it's an unclear structure. The ideal industries are creative fields or consulting. So, successful leaders understand when and how to adapt based on context, culture, and strategy. In conclusion, no single style is perfect. Effective leadership is not just about adhering to a theory, but adapting it to context. Whether serving, transforming, acting ethically, leading authentically, or adapting dynamically, each theory provides tools for navigating complex realities. Leaders who master these nuances become not only effective managers, but catalysts for lasting impact. Lastly, here are all the scholarly resources I used for this presentation. Feel free to dive deeper into Bass, Brown, Trevino, Heifetz, Spears, and Wallumbah.